recording. We'll check out the warm-up. All right, warm-up today, we'll start nice and easy. We'll do 1 minute of squat to stand with a rotation. Then we'll do 6-minute AMRAP of 20 air squats. I want a different stance every 5 reps. So 5 narrow, 5 wide, 5 normal. You guys know the drill on that. Then we'll do 10 reps each side, single leg RDL. The single leg RDL, all 10 reps one side, and then all 10 reps the other. And then same thing on the dumbbell snatch. We're not going to alternate on this one today. I just want 10 reps with your right arm, 10 reps with your left. If you have a lighter dumbbell for the warm-up, that would be ideal. If you don't, you could use like a plate or something else. Whatever you have available, but hopefully it's a little bit lighter. And then 10 burpees. So the warm-up is only going to end up being a round and a half or maybe 2 rounds if you're flying, but it should feel good. We'll get it started with our squat to stand and rotation for 1 minute. Going in 10. So this one you want hips up, hips down, and the rep on each side. And go. So that makes you bring your butt back up after you do the rotation. When we were signing Christmas cards here the other night, Chris had the stereo to 65, which in the middle of a workout, we put it at about 60, which is pretty loud. Chris had it at 65 playing CCR, and we were sitting right under the speakers. I feel like I can still feel the song in my brain. I don't remember which song. It was just CCR. It all kind of sounds the same, really. Allie, you're in today. The internet is working. And good. Into our 6-minute AMRAP, starting with 20 air squats. Let's get those, get the knees going here, Eric. And go. Again, every 5 reps or so, change the stance. I'm a big fan of getting some different movements in during the warm-up, especially a wide stance squat. Challenge the mobility a little bit. And after your air squat, you'll have your single leg RDLs. Primary focus is a flat back, so it should look just like a regular RDL. Down and up. Cool. Tough balance for me on that one today. Looks good, Heather. Really take your time on the single leg RDL. Find the stretch on every rep. We will actually be doing this for strength training today. Once you're done there, 10 reps each side, dumbbell snatch. Again, I want it a little different today. I do no alternating. All 10 one side, all 10 the other. Guys, I think I've got about 1 month left on my basement. Started at the beginning of the first quarantine. Thought it was going to take a month or two, and now it's been 9 months. After the 10 each side dumbbell snatch, you're going into 10 burpees. You can focus on the efficiency of the burpee here, trying to get the feet up outside the hands, trying to find a rhythm with the breathing. Always something to practice. After your burpees, you're right back to your air squat. Guys, last week there was a Minnesota female who squatted a world record, 564 pounds. I spotted her in her first ever meet. I think she squatted 365, and she'd only been lifting for like a month or two. That's nice genetics right there. One more minute in the warm up. Good there. You guys can rest. All right, we'll get into the core work. Core work today, we'll have a few different options for actually both of the movements here. We're gonna go 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and we're gonna do 3 rounds. And when you're doing these, make sure you're on a safe spot. So we're gonna have our handstand hold. You can kick up into the wall, you can walk up the wall. Maybe you're very good at the handstand and you wanna practice freestanding. You can also kind of do a freestanding up on the wall. So here's my wall, I kick up and I try to bring my feet off slightly. Maybe they fall back into the wall, I bring them off, back into the wall. You could try that. The alternative option will be a pillar hold, which will be the top of the push-up, or a final option, to have your feet on something like a couch. Actually, I'll demo that after I minimize the screen here. That'll be easier to see. But you're gonna do your handstand or pillar hold, and then we'll do a L-sit hold, hanging knee raise hold. And that can be done from the seated position or from a hanging position. And I'll demo those right now. So again, for that handstand hold, maybe we don't have a safe wall or that variation is too tough right now. You can do kind of a pike hold where you put your feet up on a box or a couch or countertop, whatever you have. You can bring your butt up, hold this position. You're gonna hold that for 30 seconds, okay? For the L sit, if you don't have something to hang from, and I don't recommend hanging from like a natural gas line or something like that in your basement. That's not a good idea. You can just do a seated L sit on the ground where the feet come up. Feels just like a hollow, looks just like a hollow. And then alternatively, if you're really good at that stuff, you can have a dumbbell in each hand and then press yourself up and bring the feet up off the ground, okay? That's what we have. Let me know if you have questions. My face is the same color as my shirt right now. Yeah, definitely don't hang from your water line either. It's not a good call.
Brennan's gonna put a new water heater in our basement and give us like another 75 square feet of gym space.
Nice. Tankless or what?
I don't, it's like on demand, and then it'll do our radiators too.
Sick.
So.
All right, we'll go in about 30 seconds here. Okay, make sure wherever you're at is safe. Joe had some high school athletes doing box jumps up onto the side of their couch yesterday. I don't know about that. I don't know if the parents are going to be too happy with us. Heather just cringed thinking about that. All right, here we go. 30 seconds on, 30 off. We're going in 10. Again, handstand hold, pike hold, or a pillar hold. And go. And then in that handstand, you just want to be reaching up as high as possible. Work on the positioning of the belly. Think body in a straight line. 2, 1, good. Nice job. You have a long rest here. Plenty of time to transition. Again, if you're doing a seated L-sit, you really want to focus on flexing your quads. And it's a more vertical torso than a hollow. A hollow, you're like way down here. At seated L-sit, you want to be more vertical. 3, 2, 1, and go. You can also do a hanging knee raise hold if you have that available. Hey, that's not Maria. What's up, Maria? Halfway. And Katie R, if that's too easy, you could bring hands overhead just to add a little more balance component. Hi, Maria. 2, 1, and good. There we go. 2 more rounds. Good mallard in the background, Allie. Going in 10. Back to our handstand. 2, 1, and go. 2, 1, and good. You know, handstand's a good exercise for vacation. Probably the last one I want to do on vacation, but it's a good one. You can do it anywhere, really. You can do it on a tree. Going in 10. Where you can really utilize the lats on the hang to pull yourself a little higher. 2, 1, and go. And then Lauren, if you're on seated L-sit as well, hands overhead will make that a little bit harder. Just more balance required. 10 seconds. Knees up a little higher, Heather. Looks good, Eric. Good. Nice job. One more round. Spotify did their yearly wrap up, and Tiesto was IST's biggest artist from the year. It's like 37,000 plays or something. 3, 2, 1, and go. Hold it strong now, reach up. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and good. Nice job, final L-sit. Going in 10. 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice, Allie. Halfway. Nice job, Amy. Work on the straight legs. Really flex the quads. 10. 5. Got it, Heather. 2, 1, and good. All right, nice job. You know, another variation I forgot about is you could put a hand on like a chair on each side, prop yourself up, and then do a hold. I'll have to make a note to talk about that next week. All right. We'll get into strength training. So strength training today, this is meant to be a little bit of a recovery style day. So if you're really beat up, you know, we've been training pistols, lots of push-ups. We want more of a backside blood flow type strength training day. So we're gonna do some single leg RDLs. It's gonna be 10 reps on each side. I'll show you 2 variations you can use. One, if your balance is pretty good, and then if you're someone who just falls over every single rep and you're getting angry, I'll show you a different variation. But 10 reps one side, 10 reps the other. That can be done with or without load. I think many of you can handle some load. It might just be your dumbbell, one dumbbell, holding that for this. Could be a very light barbell, but it shouldn't really take you too long to get through the rep. So if you have to do like 1 rep and stop at the top, 1 rep and stop at the top, that would be too heavy for today. Okay, so you should be able to kind of crank out 10 reps, right to 10 reps the other side. Then the second movement, we're gonna do the single leg glute bridge. Similarly, this can be done unweighted or with weight. And there will be an extra option that you can use if you have a bench or something like that. It's called a hip thrust, which is essentially a back elevated glute bridge, but it'll be 15 reps each side. And again, these movements, they're gonna take a long time, so you're only gonna have 20 or 30 seconds rest. I'll demo each movement, and then we can begin our warm-up. All right, so the single leg RDL, If you're using weight, you could have a dumbbell in front, you could have a barbell in front, you could have one dumbbell at the side. It's really up to you, whatever's comfortable. The most important thing is going to be the position of your back, a neutral spine position, rather than any type of grounding. So starting on one leg, back is flat, back leg is going to come up, hinging, feeling the hamstring as low as I can go, up, squeeze my butt, and I just like to lightly touch my opposite foot, and then go again. Squeeze my butt, go again. Okay, I'm doing 10 reps one side, 10 reps the other. If I fall down every single rep, stagger the stance, back toe, just lightly in the ground. All my weight's on this leg. Squeeze my butt at the top. Squeeze my butt at the top. But again, I would prefer that you can bring the leg up. But some people, it's just like you can't balance in the morning. You're falling all over the place. Got to get through the reps. For the second movement there, the single leg glute bridge, can be done on the ground. You can use your dumbbell. You place it on your hip crease. That's one option. Up and down. You can go no weight. Personally, I can't use much weight on this. I'd probably do body weight. But up, squeeze, back down. You can also go with this style if you prefer. Down, down, and then finally, if you have a bench, I'm going to attempt to use this box. This might be catastrophic, but we'll see. You go here, belly's tight, down, up, squeeze the butt at the top. Down, you get more range of motion, squeeze the butt at the top. Yeah. I've done that comfortably on a bench. The box didn't feel very good. You could also do it on like a couch maybe with your upper back. So let's play around with both of those movements right now. Kind of determine what variation you're going to use. And remember, this is week 1 of this, so do not overload too much. A little bit lighter, kind of baseline, feel it out type of week. Again, holding your dumbbell or barbell, it's really just up to you, whatever's most comfortable. Mike, you want a little bit lower box if you can, maybe turn that down. Or use the bench. I don't know if you have the bench available. The cushion feels a lot better, honestly. That looks good, Eric. Yeah, and if you're like me, like I can barely tolerate load on glute bridging movements. So for me, it's almost always body weight. I can do weight, but then I just use my back, which is stronger than my butt. And other people have strong butts and they can use weight. It's just the way it is. We'll get going here in about a minute. Amy, you hit the camera on that one. And Amy, a little more tension in your mid back. Just arching a little bit more. There you go. All right, looks like we're all just about ready. Again, if you go too heavy, you're not gonna have enough time. So make sure you can get through the reps. You're 10 each leg on the single leg RDL, and then you're 15 each leg on the single leg glute bridge. If after your first set of glute bridge, you don't feel the blood flow in your butt and you feel it somewhere else, try an easier variation. So instead of back on bench, you could go to the ground. Instead of back on the ground with one leg, you could do 2 legs for 30 reps if you're someone who just has an issue with feeling the glutes on that. But we're gonna go every 3 minutes. We'll do 3 sets. You will get some lower back on this. That's just part of the movement. Not a bad thing, just a muscle. Going in 5. And go. You want to focus on your posture and your range of motion. You know, if I'm watching you from the side, your knee should not bend much more as you go down. So it's kind of something you guys could even watch on your own, making sure the leg is relatively straight throughout. Looks good, Eric. It's really good KDR. Good, Allie. Good, Mike. It's a great back. A little less knee bend there, Eric. That's better. That was a good one, Heather. You are doing back elevated. Really think body in a straight line. Don't let that lower back arch. It should almost feel like a plank into a glute bridge. And work your range of motion. Should really feel the extension at the hip at the top. I like even a half-second pause to really make sure I can flex the glute. Looks good, Mike. Good, Heather. Again, you're not gonna have much rest time here. We're just going blood flow to the backside today. Guys, I'm gonna give you an extra 15 seconds rest here, so no rush. We need 3 minutes and 15 seconds today. Not 3.5 though. Set 2 is gonna go in 10 seconds. And go. Lauren, keep a little more tension in the back. Almost like that arched position. There you go. In terms of how low you go, everyone's different. Personally, I feel like I can get 2 inches below my knee before I start to round my back. Other people can probably touch the ground. A little less knee bend, Amy. That was a good one. Nice KDR. You're the only Katie today, but I'm still calling you KDR. It's habit now. We have about a minute left to get through your glute bridge. Final set coming up. And go. So Lauren, try to bring your back leg up higher on the way down. That should help maintain a flatter back. You got it. That's better. The hips through at the top, hips through at the top. A little less knee bend, Heather. Keep working on that hip extension at the top. Get the range of motion. Need it on every rep. You guys take your time to finish up here. High quality reps, no rush. When you're done, you can relax a little bit and then make room for your burpees. All we're looking for up next will be a dumbbell in your body. How'd that feel, guys? Any comments? Got some blood flow to the backside, I hope. Whether that means low back, butt, and hamstring, or just one of those, maybe.
Really frustrating.
Frustrating. Were you falling all over the place, Amy?
Yeah, my left leg, no balance, no strength anywhere.
It'll get better each week. It's just because you're lifting in a different spot, I swear. So it's a weird phenomenon that goes on. All right, we'll go over the Metcon. The Metcon today is the turtle. Not sure why, but it's the turtle. And it's for time. We're gonna do 50 alternating dumbbell snatch. It doesn't say that, but you do have to alternate today. That's from the ground to overhead. 30 burpees over the dumbbell. That's laterally. And then 50 alternating dumbbell snatch. Okay, that's the workout. Fairly simple. We'll demonstrate, and then I'll talk about pacing, although it's not much for me to say today. Dumbbell snatch. With the dumbbell snatch, you guys should be getting close to 50 in a row. Or if you know it's something that's going to really blow your heart rate up, you can break it up strategically. So maybe you do 25, rest 10 seconds, stand up tall, take your deep breathing, let the lower back relax, the backside relax, and then another set of 25. But for most of us, you're just going to hang on to it, breathe through it from ground, pull overhead, switch on the way down, touch, overhead. We're just getting rhythmic here, breathing as I go, just like that. You can also switch on the ground. It's slightly slower, but you're more comfortable with that. That works just fine. Burpee over dumbbell. There's my dumbbell, kind of got the head this way. I'm parallel to it. I'm gonna do a burpee, and I want my feet to land up by the dumbbell. So if I'm too far back, it won't work. I want my feet to land by dumbbell. So I actually jump over it, just like that. Okay, I do not have to stand up all the way. I can stay crouched like this. You can stand up if you want. To scale, you can obviously step over or step burpee, anything you need there. And then another 50 dumbbell snatches at the end. Again, personally, the pacing, I would try to go for a big set of 50 to start, a little bit of pace on burpees, and then as soon as you grab that dumbbell for the final set of 50, try to just hang on, okay? Let me know if you have questions.
Did you say the cap?
I have not created a cap yet.
30 minutes.
30. I was thinking 3. No, it's going to be under 7-minute cap. Well, I'll say under 8-minute cap. I just don't know yet. All right, that's a lie. It's going to be an 8-minute cap. Cap 8. I think it could be possible to do 30 burpees over the dumbbell in a minute if that was the only thing you had to do. Even then, that would be very hard. I know Brendan can hold like a 25 burpee a minute pace, and then without having to stand up, it can be a little bit faster. So I think 30 in a minute by itself would be possible. Probably not in this workout. Oh, Lauren's moving. I saw Vellner, he was lifting in his basement, I think, or I think he must have had a ceiling height restriction, but he was doing 2 dumbbell thrusters from on his knees, and it just looked terrible. He's on his knees, he'd have his butt touch his heels, and then he'd go up and do a rep. I just can't imagine doing knee thrusters. Knowing those guys, he might have just been training it for fun too. I don't know.
Who was that?
That was Vellner was doing that.
Oh,
He was doing the 70s, and he was doing like sets of 15. It just looked horrible. You guys are looking just about ready. I still want to give us one more minute here. Heart rate might be up from that warm-up still. Mike, there's rumor that you found your way to find a 60-pound dumbbell. It's a fair fight between you and Eric. I can't see it, but I believe you.
I was tired of being embarrassed.
Yeah.
So
now you guys have to do the full amount of reps. I'm not going to scale it down anymore.
Now we'll see.
I'm not going to say to Eric when we have 100 thrusters for time and I give him 80. It's got to be 100 now.
See how long this lasts.
Yeah. All right. Again, in my opinion, this is like your push workout day. This is where you want to go for it. Aim for 50 in a row snatches. If you're good at it, you could speed it up. If it's something that blows you up, focus on breathing at the top every single rep. Into your burpees. Burpees is a time to either recover heart rate or continue to push. And then as soon as you grab it for the last set, we're going to hang on to it the whole time. 8 minutes to get it done. Are we ready? Hal, you ready? She was looking it up. We're going in 10. 50 dumbbell snatch, alternating. 2, 1, and go. Do you want both dumbbell heads to touch the ground every rep? Both dumbbell heads. Find a way to breathe through it. Once you're there, you've got 30 burpee over dumbbell. Nice job, Heather. Let's push on it now. Good job, Allie. Nice, Eric. You got it, Katie. Make sure going over top of that dumbbell. Good job, Amy. Nice speed, Heather. Keep that up. Grab and go once you're there. Get your first 10. Miss Allie. Good job, Katie. Keep going. There you go, Eric. Breathe through it. Breathe through the first 10 to 20 and then try to push. Go, Heather. Go again. Nice, Lauren. Here we go now, Mike. Here we go, Allie. Another 10. Sprint the final 20. We can do it. Nice, Katie. Fire those hips through. Nice, Mike. Oh wait, Heather. Sorry, 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Nice, Katie. Good, Allie. Looks great, Katie. Keep going. Miss Allie. 30 seconds. All you got. Excellent, Katie. And we're good there. Guys, great job. I do want us to start with some stretching. I want us to do child's pose for 1 minute, just to bring down the heart rate further. And then I'm gonna need a pigeon pose for 1 minute each side. I'm hoping we can all get that. It should help with some of that lower back pump that you probably felt on that, or hamstring. But child's pose to start. And then we'll go into the pigeon. You guys can unmute and let me know how it felt if you want, or you don't have to. I feel like that's one where we're, and go on the child's pose. I feel like that's one where we get close to maximum heart rate.
I think I might have been faster if I'd actually put the dumbbell down, and I spent so much time like.
Oh, you're pausing at the top?
Resting.
Sure.
You know, going back to 50s.
One workout to 60. Yeah, I'm done. Mike, where did you find that dumbbell?
Played against Sports in Superior.
Nice.
We had one other 60 pounder.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That 10 pounds, man, that adds up.
I mean, that's what percentage increase is that?
It's pretty significant.
17 and a half?
20%.
I thought about using a 20 and wondered if Alex would notice.
You can't see the numbers.
Might look tight, kind of tight.
I have a 15 in here.
Let's go into the pigeon pose now. That's like what people do in the CrossFit Open. You just take your wall ball, write the number 20 on it, and use the 10.
No rope.
The guy with no rope. That's incredible. The jump rope with just the handles. That's when you want to film it with like the worst possible camera. You just can't see anything. There's still the guy that filmed 1 round and then looped it for 10 rounds and then submitted that. Really good editing though. Except he got found out, so maybe it was bad editing.
What did you say that girl lifted yesterday? Squat?
565 world record.
Wow.
Drug tested, presumably drug free, knowing how good she was when she first started. Yeah, from Minnesota. I think she had a big deadlift too. I'm gonna check. Deadlift 575, also a world record. Go ahead, switch legs. It's funny, she's always like saying how bad her bench is. Still bench 285.
I can't even imagine what it would be like to unrack that. Like, I don't know that I could stand it up.
I haven't squatted. People are strong. She's a 185 body weight. That's really impressive.
She's one of those like double muscled people.
She doesn't look real muscular, to be honest with you, but obviously she has more muscle than the average person.
Yeah. What is that called, that like double muscled phenomenon?
Myostatin deficiency, I believe. Yeah, they have those bowls the Belgian bulls or whatever that have it, the
Yeah.
big jacked cows.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a real human gene. Who knows? They have linked a gene to performance in the Olympics for sprinting and weightlifting. I can't remember the name of the gene, but whatever. They found something that tells you something. That's all I know. All right, guys, that's it. If you do feel quite beat up, I always recommend, a 20-minute or so walk, bike, row, whatever you have available. I think it might be nice today. Maybe a walk would be best option. How that one feel?
I was just happy to see the pain on Mike's face that I felt for a week and a half.
You're sick, right?
I do have a 40, but all these dumbbell workouts have been really hard, so I don't think I'm gonna bust that out.
Eric had added up how much more weight he was lifting per workout than I was.
Oh my gosh. Well, you could also do the distance, Eric. You're a little bit taller, so you can add.
Thank you,
Job.
everyone.
I had it.
Yeah,
That's a really good point, Alex. I always forget about that.
Someone did an analysis of the CrossFit Games when it was Fikowski versus Frazier in like a thruster, and it was like Fikowski had to do an extra 17 reps over the course of 100 because the distance requirement. But that's always the argument.
Right.
There's
That's
always
right.
an
It's
argument.
good to see the awful look on his face versus that easy 50 he was using.
Josh did some math on the wall ball. Like if he used as a 20 and I use a 14, he's as tall as he is, and he goes to the men's target. How much longer the ball just spends falling, or like in the air?
Josh is calculating the terminal velocity of the wall ball.
Yeah. Like
Classic
how much longer if he does every rep for rep for me, but he's just still going to spend more to the ball is going to be in the air for longer, and he figured out how much longer his times would be.
There you go with the engineer mind. That's what you get. All right.
All right. Thanks, Alex.
The big
Have a great day, everybody. Thank you.
Alex,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What's the 2K rows on the wall?
Oh boy.